Hello, and a good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening to you, the good and wonderful people of the tube. Hope you're feeling grand and all's very well. Hello there, everybody. Today's vid, everybody, we are going to delve into the gorgeous tonality of the, I know you said Iceman, the Fireman by Ibanez, everybody. It's because it begins with an I. Go away, phone. Be quiet. Yeah, this is the No, you did it again! The Ibanez Fireman. This is the Paul Gilbert signature guitar. I've wanted to try one of these since they first came out, and I just haven't had a chance. So again, thanks to Mike, I finally have that opportunity. This guitar is ridiculous. It's absolutely amazing. Let's talk about specs. As far as I know, it's a mahogany neck with maple bits in it. There's a rosewood fretboard. I believe the body is just mahogany, but I could be wrong with that. I know some of them had Carina bodies, but as far as I know, this is mahogany, but I could be wrong on that one. We've got master volume on the back, master tone there, 5-way selector, Ibanez's kind of lockdown stop tail piece. This thing is absolutely solid, it won't go anywhere. You got 3 DiMarzio single coils, they are hum cancelling single coils. I believe the outside these two are injectors, and the middle one is an area 67. I forget the numbers because I can't remember numbers. But either way, these pickups are amazing, and they are quiet. They buzz a little bit, but if I go that way, they're dead quiet. Anyway, this guitar though is immense. The neck on this thing is humongous, but is extremely, and I repeat that, extremely playable. It's ridiculously nice. I've played big necks before, and I don't really like humongous like tree trunk necks, but I could settle for this one, people of the tube. Definitely, this is immense. You got the Iceman headstock, which I absolutely adore and love to bits. It took me a long time to realise actually that the Iceman headstock is just the regular Ibanez headstock. It's just 6 aside instead of 6 in a line. You know, see what I mean? It threw me for ages. I was like, well, headstock's really big, but it's because it's 3 aside instead of 6 in a line. Anyway, but this guitar is immense. These pickups sound immense. I like having the volume control there. That's really cool, although it doesn't really lend itself to doing volume swells. It just sounds ridiculous, this guitar does. I love the shape. I mean, I love the fact that he just went, that's an Iceman. What happens if we do that? Oh, we have this. And it had to be called the Fireman. And it's just amazing. These guitars are amazing. And these aren't just shred guitars either. You know, this thing will do it all. It really will. I would happily go to a gig with this thing. I love this top massive horn here. It's super cool. I love the cutaway. Gives you wicked access. The neck join is stunning. Hope you can kind of see that there. It's just so comfortable. It's balanced really well as well. It just sits on you perfectly. My only gripe with this guitar is the jack socket being there. Because if you put this guitar down like that, you break your jack. I don't like that at all. Maybe, you know, I don't know. I prefer something even if it was in the top or in the side here. But I don't like the position of the jack socket on this because I'm terrified, you know. I'm stupid, so I will put the guitar down like all my other guitars and I'll break the jack off in the guitar, I can tell you that. I'm going to try not to because it's not my guitar, but that would happen at some point if this was. But anyway, people with tube, this thing's amazing. Like I said, it's got really tall but skinny frets on it. Like the frets are really, really tall. I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but they're super tall, but they're super, super skinny. But the neck is to die for on this thing, absolutely to die for. Mike has changed the machine heads on this guitar. They're not the original machine heads. Other than that, it is stock. Another thing I will say, and I don't know if it's just this one, but people of the tube, if anybody out there has a Fireman, let me know Let me know your thing. The action on this one is as low as it can go on the bridge. I can't, you know, it won't go any lower. Yet the action's still super high. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but you see what I mean? And I know for a fact that Paul Gilbert would not have the action that high, but the bridge is all the way down. It won't go any lower. So, people with a tube, if anybody else has a Fireman out there, let me know if your action's any lower than that, because this is easily Well, at the last fret, we're talking about, 3/4 of a centimetre. It's very, very high. I mean, it doesn't really affect how it plays. It plays really well. But you do tend to get a bit stumbly when you get down to the dusty end of the guitar. Anyway, but enough whiffle waffle. Let's make some noises with the Fireman. We're going to go through the orange CR120 today. I'm going to let you hear it clean and also with effects as well. And let's just do that. And then tomorrow we'll have a little jam session with it. The Fireman Express will roll into town. Anyway, enough waffle. Let's go. Okay, people, tube. There you go. That is the Ibanez Fireman. See, he needed it again. He said the Iceman. This guitar is amazing. Like I said, I do have a couple of gripes with it. Like I say, the jack socket being the main one. I really don't like where that is. Because I mean, all it takes is for you to have a lapse of concentration and to go and lean it against the wall like that, and you've broken the jack off in the guitar. Unless you have an angled jack. But, you know, not everybody does. And again, because I use Strats so much, angled jacks aren't really on the cards for me. So that kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. I love the volume control being back here. It's really, really cool. Everything just feels great. The action on this guitar, like I say, is very, very high. Doesn't really affect it because you can do immense bends. But, and it doesn't feel kind of like hard work or anything. It doesn't feel hard work to play this guitar. It just literally just lets you do what you want. Like a lot of Ibanez guitars I've played, they always just let you play. It's really, really cool. They're really great guitars for expression and freedom. They really are very free. And this is no exception to that. It's absolutely amazing. Love the sound of these DiMarzio pickups. They're absolutely amazing. I like the fact they're angled as well, because that does give you a bit more kind of like a more balanced kind of tone, because you get a bit less low end out of the E, A, and D, and a bit more high end. A bit more low end on the G, B, and E, and a little bit more high end on the E, A, and D. So it does make it a bit more even. You know, it kind of it's the Jimi Hendrix, Jake E. Lee thing of angling the pickups the wrong way. And it just works. That does work. Like I say, the action on this thing is crazy. Again, let me show you. Like I say, but it's not really a problem. I just kind of I don't know how well I can get in here. But like, if I get the low E, you can kind of see there's a lot of play there. But this thing is amazing. Absolutely love it. Massive thanks to Mike for letting me borrow this guitar and bringing it to you people out there. It's been absolutely awesome. I love it to bits. This guitar is amazing. It doesn't matter what style you play, I really recommend these guitars. They're not just shredder guitars. Just because it's a Paul Gilbert guitar doesn't mean it's just for shred only. This thing will do it all. I would happily go gigging with this thing. I really would. I can see why Paul has played nothing but these since they came out. I think it's nearly 12 years. I think it came out in 2010. So he's basically played this style of guitar since then. I can see why they're amazing. I really highly recommend people of YouTube to go out and try one of these things. They're so cool. And they do it all. They really do. And I'm pretty sure there's a model for everyone out there. Great blues guitar, great funk guitar, great metal guitar, great shred guitar. It does it all. It's insane. Anyway, people of YouTube, I will see you again tomorrow where we're just going to basically jam on this thing. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I'm kind of like umming and ahhing. But I don't really want to do shred on it. I kind of, that little shred thing I did today in the sound examples bit. I wrote that when I was 17, and I wanted to get that in the video because I'll probably record that at some point in my life. But I'm not. I probably won't do that. I kind of want to do something kind of ambient with it because it really lends itself to those big kind of bends. Those really ambient kind of. That kind of really drawn out, let the guitar and the note breathe and bloom kind of thing. So it'll probably be something ambient, hopefully, if I can come up with something. But other than that, PeopleTube, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great morning, afternoon, good evening. If you like the videos that I do here, please consider becoming a patron on Patreon. Other than that, thank you very much indeed. I'll see you again. Goodbye now.